Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Anna has been in a dilemma with Robert and Holly. She considered taking advantage of their divorce to try again with Robert, but she decided she didn't want someone rushing in while she was having marital troubles. Jordan adds that Portia did this to her. Anna gives some suggestions. Jordan admits that she has little sympathy for Portia because she lied to Curtis again and did not learn from her mistakes. Anna asks if she would try again with Curtis if their marriage failed. Jordan does not know. Lulu apologizes but not to Brooklyn. Also at the pool, Isaiah checks in with Lulu, who Lucky is anxious about. She acknowledges she got herself into some problems, but that's not her story to tell. Isaiah receives a call from GH, and Lulu tells him to take it because she needs to speak with someone herself. Isaiah and Lulu discuss GH. Lulu interrupts Anna and Jordan, requesting an overdue conversation with the current commissioner. Jordan gives them space, and Lulu admits she should have apologized to her sooner and thanked her for bringing Charlotte home. She confesses she was unpleasant to Anna about Valentine, but Anna understood why. Lulu, however, expresses gratitude to her for putting her life in danger for Charlotte. Anna and Lulu discuss GH. Anna realizes she has caused Charlotte a lot of suffering in the past. Lulu claims it was an accident and she should let go of that weight. She informs Anna that Charlotte is doing well, has a supportive group of friends, and will be a counselor for Lila's kids this summer. Meanwhile, Isaiah asks Jordan if she has changed her mind about Sidwell after doing such a fantastic job for him. She has no illusions about who Sidwell is, but she enjoys her work. He also knows she's related to her ex, Curtis, which bothers Jordan because she doesn't understand why Isaiah addressed him. He just knows they're working together. Isaiah and Jordan speak GH. Joss and Trina hate Drew. Joss calls Dalton from her apartment and pledges that she will never ask Emma or anyone else to perform her work again. When Trina returns home, Joss immediately notices something is awry. Trina informs her about Kai. Joss and Trina moan about Drew. Trina accuses Drew of giving Kai false optimism, just when he had begun to accept a life without football. According to Joss, Drew ruins people's lives such as Willow, who had a mental breakdown after losing her children to Michael. Joss believes that man needs to be stopped. Trina says someone will stop him, so count on it. They can't believe people still believe in Drew despite all of his wild actions. Trina acknowledges Kai does, and this scares her. Joss warns Trina that if Tracy clears herself, everyone will see Drew as a liar and never believe anything he says again. Drew makes Kai an offer. At Drew's, Kai informs the congressman that the surgery was successful, but not good enough for him to resume playing football. He also understands that this is not the intended finale for Drew's documentary. Drew says the project will be shelved. Kai feels horrible that Drew isn't getting anything out of it. Drew claims he is the one who owes Kai an apology. Drew makes Kai an offer. Drew failed to evaluate the disadvantage more properly. He realized there was a risk the operation wouldn't work, so he gave him optimism. Kai believes Drew gave him a chance, and he did everything he could to reclaim his goal. Drew may not have been able to assist him return to football, but he can offer him something else. He offers him a paid internship at his office, having recently lost an intern. Drew describes him as a natural-born leader who communicates well with the media and has ethics. Drew thinks Kai can do a lot of good. Someone is obsessed with baby Daisy. Jason enters at the Quartermain mansion, just as Sasha is cradling Daisy. Michael comes, having just put the kids in, and he is furious because Amelia wants her mom to kiss her goodnight. He's not sure when Willow will be well enough to see the kids again. Michael and Sasha inform Jason about their encounter with Willow at the hospital, who is not doing well. Sasha rocks Daisy. Sasha exits to put Daisy to bed, telling Michael that she is relieved they are on the same page. Jason and Michael converse, and Michael wonders if his family will agree with what he and Sasha have decided. They sit down and Michael describes the agreement he and Sasha devised. He will allow Sasha to be Daisy's sole legal parent, but he will remain involved in her upbringing. He has no idea what Daisy's last name will be, and he will have no legal rights to the infant. He is well aware that his mother and the Quartermains will be unhappy about this. Jason swears to have his back. Jason and Michael discuss Their topic shifts to Willow. Michael claims Willow is not the lady he married or rescued Christina from dawn of day. She may have irreversibly injured herself as a result of her love for Drew. Michael is okay. Sasha places Daisy down in the nursery. She assures her that she will be just next door and hear her if she needs her. Later, someone opens the door and sneaks in to see Daisy. Baby Daisy is in danger. Later, Sasha rushes to Daisy's room as the mobile rings, wondering who turned it on and woke up her baby. Sonny will not make a deal. Sonny pays a visit to Sidwell on Spoon Island to discuss his bid to acquire the piers. Sonny wants the truth. Why does Sidwell want them? Sidwell explains that he intends to end his influence in this city. Sonny's name is associated with organized crime, and Sidwell wants to build his business in town, which does not include mob shootouts. He intends to bring a lot of business to the city, which benefits everyone, including Sonny. Sidwell offers Sonny a deal. Sonny tells Sidwell that he may still lose the piers to Measure C. Sidwell believes that if Sonny is no longer the owner of the piers, voters will lose interest in them and move on. According to Sidwell, this is Sonny's opportunity to increase his wealth while remaining clean. He claims Sonny has had a horrible life, has lost one son, and would prefer to spend the rest of his days with his family safe and protected. Sonny inquires if Sidwell is endangering his family. Sonny believes Sidwell is threatening his family. Sidwell clarifies that he meant that once Sonny no longer owns the piers, he and his family will be protected from those who want to take them over. Sidwell points out that if he intended to use violence against Sonny, this would have happened a long time ago. Sonny and Sidwell both agree that their children's safety is their primary responsibility. Sidwell asks Sonny if they have a deal. Sonny claims Port Charles is his home, and he will protect it from everyone, especially Sidwell. He orders Sidwell to accept his money and stay out of his way. He then walks out. Text reads, "Subscribe to the Soaps General Hospital newsletter. Get breaking news alerts, daily recaps, exclusive interviews and spoilers delivered directly to your inbox. https://cloud, emailed at soaps.com/signup." Marco opens up to Lucas. Marco and Lucas meet at an axe-throwing pub. Marco is concerned about his mother's situation and tells Lucas about the drunk driving incident, as well as the DA's request that she turn up information on Sonny in order to avoid prison. Marco and Lucas date. As angry as Marco is with his mother, he does not want her to go to prison or become a target for Sonny. Lucas understands how he feels, considering his own rocky connection with his father Julian. Marco recognizes his father's imperfections, but he sees him for who he is, whereas his mother sees only what she wants him to be. Lucas worries about Marco during the show's final moments. At their home, Trina informs Joss that Drew has crossed several powerful people. Joss names them all and believes one of them will take Drew down shortly. Trina only hopes Kai isn't nearby when this happens. At Drew's, the congressman asks Kai if he has any plans for the summer, and Kai says no because he expected to be training. Drew begs him to consider his offer, and he knows he has a great career ahead of him, regardless of what he chooses to do. He also hopes Kai sees him as a buddy, which he does. At the pool, Lulu tells Anna that nothing is more important to her than her children, and that she has lost 4 years with them. Anna ensured that she would not miss any more years with Charlotte. Isaiah apologizes to Jordan for how their relationship ended and wishes her the best. She compliments him and admits that the timing isn't always ideal. Back at the bar, Lucas tells Marco how amazing it is that his father supports him. However, Lucas is concerned that his attachment to his father, like Michael's to Sonny, may bring him in jeopardy one day. Their conversation shifts to Michael and Willow's custody issue, and Marco observes how unusual it is for a judge to find in the father's favor. It happens very infrequently. On Spoon Island, the judge in Michael and Willow's case meets with Sidwell and says she followed his instructions and granted Michael full custody of his children. Sidwell said the rest of the money would be wired to her bank account. Michael informs Jason at the Q's that he was in agony following the incident. He was also concerned about his children's safety, given Drew's presence and his absence from Sasha. His children helped him get through everything in Germany. Jason believes his children are fortunate to have Michael, and Michael recognizes his own good fortune in having Jason. Michael is relieved that his children are all under one roof and secure with him. Sasha leaves baby Daisy alone in the nursery after turning off her phone. Emma meets Vaughn and an adorable puppy at the park close to General Hospital. In bed, Kai tells Trina that Drew has offered him an internship. Nina sobs to Ava about how it was everything she feared and much worse. Michael and Christina hang out at the pool, and he believes she is discussing something specific. Drew, with Willow by his side, says, "Does that mean Tracy will play ball?" Tracy says, "I'm listening, do go on." In the park, Anna informs Sunny that today is the day of reckoning, and there is nothing he can do about it. General Hospital teasers for the week of June 23, 2025 indicate a lot of twists and turns. Fans should expect Vaughn to attempt to intercept Emma Scorpio Drake. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Meanwhile, Willow Tate Corinthos will respond to Drew Kane's marriage proposal. Continue reading and let's discuss what's coming up on the ABC soap show. Willow Tate Corinthos' marriage answer. After losing custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, Drew devised another extreme plan. Willow, who is emotionally numb, is trying to comprehend everything when Drew unexpectedly offers her a solution. Drew has proposed that they marry. The nurse is likely hesitant and knows in her heart that this is not appropriate. Drew will, however, continue to claim that it is her greatest chance of recovering custody. If Willow says yes, Nina Reeves will go absolutely insane. Nina and Drew's intimate relationship should eventually be exposed. Of course, Drew may call a judge to marry them right away. Drew might argue that the faster and quieter it is, the less possibility of someone intruding. So maybe Nina won't find out until it's too late? Michael Corinthos' prediction. Over with Michael. He just discovered that Drew is blackmailing Portia Robinson. Curtis Ashford hopes Drew will make a mistake and plans to be there to catch it. Michael prophesied that Drew will make a mistake at some point. Emma Scorpio Drake General Hospital spoilers show that Jocelyn Jacks encouraged Vaughn to join Emma's animal rights group. The handler will try to make Emma think they are similar. Of course, the ultimate goal is to earn Emma's trust. I'm not sure how easy that will be. Emma told Jocelyn how she felt betrayed by her. Emma has also made it apparent that she is not a trustworthy person. So I'm not sure if she'll fall for Vaughn's fake friendship. Week of June 23, 2025. Next week, fans will find out what happened to newborn Daisy Gilmore Corinthos. A preview clip for this week's episode depicts a mystery figure lurking over Daisy's bassinet. Is this a kidnapper? Or someone Sasha can trust? We'll find out more next week, so stay tuned. Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing in the week of June 23, 2025? Share your opinions in the comments area below. Remember to keep watching ABC's soap opera to see what happens next. General Hospital spoilers reveal. While Carly Spencer's burgeoning romance with Jack Brennan has been put on hold, her intense feelings for the attractive WSB operative are getting stronger as summer approaches. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. However, Jack is holding a secret from Carly. Her daughter, Jocelyn Josh Jacks, is working for him as a WSB agent, a position he bullied her into to oversee Henry Hank Dalton's tech project. As Carly falls more into Jack's seduction, ignorant to his deception, his plan burns brightly, ready to detonate. Will Jack's deceit about Joss destroy their spark? Or can he keep Carly in the dark as his plan unfolds? Carly is falling hard for Jack. Carly is enamored by Jack's chemistry, which serves as a pleasant distraction from the custody fight her son recently won after weeks of stress. She may believe she trusts him now, but will it last? Jack's charm, honed as a WSB mastermind, keeps Carly enthralled, but his silence over Joss' recruitment, forced due to the prospect of exposure, looms big. Unearthing that truth would mean facing the awful reality of Joss' role in Cyrus Renault's death, and how Jack covered it up in order to force her to accept his proposition to become an undercover spy, forever altering the course of her life and relationships. If Carly detects his secrecy, will her emotions overrule her intuition, or will she begin to deconstruct his facade? Jack's use of Joss' skills to infiltrate Dalton's AI project presumably linked to Jen Sidwell, is a risky strategy. Joss, well aware that her mother is falling for her boss, operates in secret, with only Vaughn in the loop. Jack's hesitation to tell Carly, even as their romance grows, risks a disastrous outcome. If Joss slips or Emma Scorpio Drake's enigmatic secrets collide, Jack's fib could backfire. Will he keep control, or will Carly's wrath destroy him? In a romance teetering on lies, Carly's love for Jack clash with his duplicity, perhaps leading to an explosion. If she discovers Joss is a WSB agent, her rage could destroy their relationship. It would be a pity, given how much fans have adored McKenna's portrayal of Jack since Charles Measure's departure from the hit soap opera. Can Carly's head-over-heels love for Jack withstand his deception regarding Joss? Or will his flaming WSB scheme extinguish their spark when the truth emerges? Keep coming back for more GH news and spoilers to see how things play out for everyone involved. According to General Hospital teasers, Willow Corinthos is having a mental breakdown after losing custody of her children, Wiley and Amelia, to their father Michael Corinthos. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. She lost her composure after hearing the verdict and later fainted. Willow does not appear to be the same since, and doubts are beginning to arise. Most recently, Sasha Corbin's newborn daughter, Daisy, was placed into the nursery, and Sasha was given the wrong baby. It is probable that Willow, who is mentally sick, is responsible for relocating the baby, and this is only the beginning of her problems. Willow Corinthos, she's just not herself anymore. Willow's eyes had lost their light since the verdict was read. She is absolutely destroyed and in utter mental torment. Willow's mental state is deteriorating, and this is just the beginning of something terrible. If she was in charge of transporting Daisy in the NICU, she is unlikely to remember. She could begin to experience more memory lapses. Willow lost control of her actions, causing even more turmoil. More secret revelations plunge Willow Corinthos deeper into madness. There are numerous secrets about Drew Kane that could have a direct impact on Willow's mental state, pushing her even closer to the edge. Learning the truth about Drew having sex with her mother, Nina Reeves, Drew paying off the receptionist in Germany to tell her that Michael didn't want to see her, and Drew really messing with Wiley's mind by making sure he overheard his conversation with Rick Lansing in which he told him that Michael no longer wanted Wiley and Amelia now that Daisy has arrived. These secrets might be revealed at any time, and given Willow's current state, they could exacerbate the situation. Willow could turn entirely insane at this stage and begin to experience blackouts in which she commits heinous acts. Willow Corinthos goes after Drew Kane. When Willow hears the truth about what Drew has done, there is little doubt that, given her mental state, she will go after Drew in a big way. Drew had better watch his back since Willow would desire vengeance and could harm or perhaps murder him. Will she remember any of it? Maybe, maybe not, but now that Willow has had a total collapse, who knows what she'll do next? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you think Willow's breakdown will worsen? Willow, did you move baby Daisy in the NICU? Will Drew's secrets harm Willow even further? Keep watching General Hospital on ABC weekdays to see what happens next. Don't forget to come back here for all the newest General Hospital information, news, and spoilers. General Hospital spoilers reveal. A preview clip has been posted for Thursday, June 19, 2025. It depicts a strange figure sneaking in to gaze at Daisy Gilmore Corinthos. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos issues a lethal threat to Jen Sidwell. Continue reading, and let's discuss what's coming up on the ABC soap drama. Daisy Gilmore, Corinthos mystery stalker. The promo footage depicts a terrifying scene. Daisy can be seen lying in her crib at the end of the video. However, a strange shadow can be observed monitoring the infant. It appears that someone is after Sasha Gilmore Corbin's child. There are several intriguing hypotheses regarding who it might be. Fans are aware that a mix-up occurred at the hospital with Sasha's kid. The mother immediately recognized that the baby she was given was not her daughter. The correct infant was brought in quickly enough, but this was certainly a clue. Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of GH. Jason Morgan's guidance. Fans are aware that Michael Corinthos agreed to Sasha's stipulations about the baby. However, Jason Morgan asks Michael whether he's certain about his decision. Michael appears to dislike being apart from his new daughter, but he still has responsibilities and wants to respect Sasha's wishes. After all, she did her best to conceal the truth to protect him. Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jacks catch up. In today's episode, Trina Robinson tells Jocelyn Jacks about Kai Taylor's troubles. Joss insists someone needs to stop him, and Trina promises her that they will. Meanwhile, Kai goes to speak with Drew about the surgical problems in the documentary. The congressman tells Kai that he might have something else to offer. It appears like Kai will become involved in more of Drew's mistakes. Read this. General Hospital spoilers. Curtis' confession leads Michael to Nina's door. Thursday, June 19, 2025. Finally, Jordan Ashford speaks with Anna Devane about Curtis Ashford. She informs her pal that Curtis' marriage is strained. She's not sure how she feels about it. It sounds like someone is regaining feelings. In other GH preview news, Sidwell wants to know if he has an agreement with anyone. Furthermore, Sonny threatens to end Sidwell's life. Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing on Thursday, June 19, 2025? Share your opinions in the comments area below. Remember to keep watching ABC's soap opera to see what happens next. Willow spirals as emotional walls crumble. And it's just the beginning. Willow Tate has always been admired for her grace under pressure, her ability to stay composed even while enduring tragedy. From losing loved ones to battling cancer, she's managed to hold herself together. But lately something has shifted, and not in a good way. In recent episodes of General Hospital, Willow has been showing signs that she's nearing a breaking point. The emotional turmoil she's been bottling up for so long is finally rising to the surface, and those closest to her are starting to notice. The truth is, Willow may be on the edge of a full-blown breakdown, and this downward spiral may only intensify from here. A perfect storm of pressure. For a long time, Willow tried to be everything to everyone. The supportive wife, the doting mother, the forgiving daughter, and the compassionate friend. But under the surface, grief and trauma have been building. The pressure of maintaining a calm, balanced front has taken its toll. Her near-death experience during her cancer battle already left deep emotional scars. Now unresolved tensions, particularly involving Michael Corinthos, Drew Kane, and Nina Reeves, have created a storm inside her heart and mind. Layered atop that are complications with her children, and a rising feeling of not truly belonging in the Quartermaine household. Even though her prognosis has improved, Willow doesn't feel safe or secure. Instead of relief, she's haunted by anxiety, paranoia, and emotional fatigue. She's losing control, and the cracks are starting to show. Relationships fraying at the seams. Michael, despite trying to be a steady partner, is often wrapped up in his own battles, with Sonny, Nina, and the corporate chessboard he can't seem to step away from. That leaves Willow feeling abandoned, unheard, and emotionally unsupported. Their once solid foundation now feels shaky. Arguments over Nina's role in their children's lives, unresolved bitterness over past secrets, and Michael's aloofness are pushing Willow to a place of despair. She's snapping more often, overreacting to small things, and withdrawing at moments she would normally lean on her loved ones. The concern is growing, but not quickly enough. Tension with Nina, and a sudden shift in power. One major catalyst in Willow's unraveling is Nina. Their strained connection was never fully repaired after the lies Nina kept about Willow's biological heritage and medical options. Although they reached an uneasy truce, Willow never fully trusted Nina again. Now that Nina is back in the picture, at Sonny's side and by extension around the children, Willow feels cornered. Nina's constant presence reminds her of betrayals she's tried to forget. Her fear? That Nina will slowly take over the maternal role in her kids' lives, or manipulate the people around them like she's done in the past. This resentment festers beneath Willow's carefully curated smile, and when she reaches her emotional limit, it might come out in explosive ways. Signs of a mental health collapse. Those closest to Willow are beginning to notice her change in demeanor. Brooke Lynn has observed that Willow is increasingly forgetful and distracted. Sasha sees hints of emotional instability, recognizing the signs from her own past mental health struggles. Even Carly, usually so focused on her own battles, has raised concerns after a tense encounter with Willow left her stunned by her coldness and detachment. Sleep deprivation, unpredictable mood swings, and occasional emotional outbursts are becoming more common. Willow recently lashed out at Wiley's teacher, misreading a benign classroom concern as an attack. It's clear. She's seeing threats everywhere and reacting from a place of fear and trauma, not reason. A dangerous choice ahead. If Willow continues down this path, she may start making erratic decisions, ones that endanger not just her relationships, but her children's well-being. Whether it's attempting to limit visitation rights, pulling away from the courtemains, or isolating herself from those trying to help, the consequences could be serious. Michael's loyalty will be tested. Will he realize the severity of her emotional state in time? Or will he push her further away by assuming she's just stressed or overreacting? And what about Nina? If Willow accuses her of manipulation again, or worse, creates a public scene, it could open up another custody battle or stir trouble that won't be easy to calm. Support systems. Will Willow reach out? The hope is that someone, perhaps Sasha, Carly, or even Elizabeth, will reach Willow in time and convince her to seek therapy or treatment. But right now, Willow seems more determined to bottle things up than admit she needs help. This silence could be her downfall. Poor Charles has seen many people suffer silently until it's too late. Willow could be the next, unless someone intervenes. What's next for Willow? The show seems to be setting the stage for a major emotional reckoning. Willow may have survived cancer, but she's now facing an equally dangerous internal battle. The longer she resists facing her trauma and accepting help, the more intense her unraveling could become. Viewers should brace themselves for a possible breaking point. A public meltdown, a medical emergency, or a shock decision that puts everything at risk. Willow's story isn't just about survival anymore. It's about whether she can find the strength to heal emotionally, and not just physically. The emotional erosion continues, and Willow starts to crack. As Willow struggles to keep up appearances in Port Charles, her efforts to remain the calm, composed figure people expect her to be are becoming increasingly unsustainable. The emotional erosion is evident in every interaction. Once warm and empathetic, Willow is growing colder, more reactive, more paranoid, and more detached from the people who love her. Even the children, Wiley and Amelia, sense something is wrong. Wiley, intuitive for his age, has begun asking why his mommy cries when no one is looking. It's clear the emotional atmosphere at home has changed, and Willow can no longer protect her kids from sensing the tension. What's worse is that Willow doesn't fully recognize the change within herself. In her mind, she's fine. She's just tired or under stress. But the people around her are starting to see the truth, and they're worried. Carly and Sasha sound the alarm. Carly Corinthos is no stranger to emotional turmoil, and after a particularly unsettling exchange with Willow at Kelly's, she's rattled. Willow's demeanor was off, beyond distracted, even slightly cold. When Carly asked about Wiley, Willow seemed distant, as if unsure what to say. It was out of character enough to prompt Carly to have a heart-to-heart with Michael. Sasha, too, has started connecting the dots. She's been in Willow's shoes, feeling emotionally fractured, denying her reality until it all exploded. Sasha even considers confronting Willow about seeking therapy, but she fears pushing too hard could cause Willow to shut down completely. Still, she begins making subtle overtures, offering to babysit more often, inviting Willow to spa days, trying to open a door Willow's clearly trying to keep closed. Michael feels the pressure and guilt. Michael is now stuck between defending Willow's behavior and acknowledging something is deeply wrong. At first, he brushes off concerns from Sasha and Carly, insisting that Willow is just dealing with a lot. But a moment with Wiley forces him to reconsider. After Wiley tearfully tells Michael that mommy's mad all the time now, Michael's internal alarms go off. The tension in their home isn't subtle anymore. His once happy family is becoming a place of unease and confusion. And deep down, Michael knows that some of this might be his fault. His obsession with taking down Sunny and his distractions with business and family drama left Willow isolated during and after her cancer battle. He assumed her emotional recovery would match her physical healing, but now he's beginning to understand how wrong he was. Nina makes a risky move. Elsewhere, Nina Reeves, who's been attempting to repair her relationship with Willow, also notices her daughter's erratic behavior. She's tried giving Willow space, hoping that time and consistency would ease the tension between them. But after seeing Willow at a recent family event, on edge, withdrawn, and short-tempered, Nina is alarmed. Determined to help, Nina approaches Willow with an offer to help care for the children more often, even suggesting joint therapy to repair their bond. However, Willow explodes at the suggestion, accusing Nina of trying to win points and manipulate the situation. The tirade is uncharacteristic and intense enough to leave Nina stunned and hurt. This outburst spreads quickly through Port Charles, further amplifying concern about Willow's mental state. A public meltdown? As pressure continues mounting, it seems inevitable that Willow's emotional collapse will boil over publicly. And it just might happen at the worst possible time. Rumors swirl that an upcoming Coeur d'Alene charity event may serve as the breaking point. Surrounded by family, friends, and old tensions, Willow could find herself overwhelmed by a confrontation, or a triggering comment, that sends her over the edge. A tearful breakdown, a screaming match, or even an abrupt departure mid-event could expose just how fragile she really is. If that happens, Port Charles may finally have no choice but to face the truth. Willow isn't okay, and hasn't been for a long time. Jordan, Portia, and Elizabeth weigh in. Following Willow's increasingly visible unraveling, Elizabeth Weber, one of the nurses at General Hospital and a trusted friend, confides in Portia Robinson. Elizabeth is trained to spot warning signs of mental health struggles, and what she's seeing in Willow worries her. Portia agrees, suggesting that a psychological evaluation may be necessary, gently, carefully, and with compassion. They consult Jordan Ashford, who's already looped into the concern via Carly's call. Jordan, knowing the sensitive family dynamics, cautions everyone to proceed gently, but emphasizes that waiting too long could be dangerous, not just for Willow, but for the children as well. The breaking point, and the beginning of healing? Eventually, Willow reaches her limit. One night, after putting the kids to bed, she sits alone on the floor in the nursery, unable to stop crying. She flashes back to her time in the hospital, the fear of dying, the pain of feeling like she didn't have control over her body or her life. That trauma never truly left, it just changed shape. Michael finds her and for the first time truly sees the depth of her pain. Not as a wife who needs a break or a mother who's stressed, but a woman drowning in trauma. He doesn't offer quick fixes or cliches. He just sits beside her and says, "I see you, and I'm not going anywhere." It's the first moment of honesty between them in weeks, and the first step toward healing.